be living affection.
Hey sis, Tehila here. Welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be showing you everything I use to film my YouTube videos. Let's start with equipment. So for my camera, I use my phone. I use the iPhone 7 Plus to film every single one of my videos. I just go to settings and then I change the video settings to 4K at 30 frames per second. I think that's like the best resolution for videos, so you can do that, and that will really help your videos have great quality. For my tripod, I got a tripod off Jumia. Just this like 2000 naira tripod, but it wasn't really good. Like the tripod is on its last legs. So I would recommend you get those tripods of 15k, 10 to 15k, just so it will be durable, so you'll know like, oh, this wouldn't spoil, this will last long, and I won't have to buy a new one. When I started, I didn't really use my tripod like that. I just put my phone on the windowsill or stack some books up and then set my phone up and then start filming. For lighting, like I said, I used to put my phone on the windowsill, so I used to use natural light, but I recently upgraded to a ring light. I use a 26 centimeter LED ring light. It came in this box. It came with a tripod, 2 phone mounts, one for the ring light and one for the tripod, and 2 shutter remotes, one Bluetooth and one manual. So it's a very good investment for your YouTube channel. It is so bright. For a 12-inch ring light, this is like very bright. This is so good. I got this from Digital Discovery System. They are based here in Jos and also in Lagos, and they offer worldwide shipping. So if you're interested, I'll have their business information down below so you can get yourself a ring light. The ring light has different settings. You can change the color of the light. It can be blue like this. This is the normal standard light, and this is like warm lighting. I love this one because it's closest to a natural lighting effect, and then you can increase the light as well as dim it, and then you can increase it as well with this, as long as it's connected to power. This is how I set up the ring light. It is super duper easy to set up. Like, it is very simple and it is so durable. This tripod is very big, but it is so nice. I use it for my videos, for my picture. I need this tripod today. This is such an upgrade for me, and I don't regret getting this tripod. That's pretty much it for my equipment. Now let's move on to my software or editing apps. All these are free. When you're starting your channel, you don't need to like buy all these expensive editing apps. You just have to like start small and then work your way up. For my editing apps, the first one I want to talk about is CapCut. Oh my days, I love CapCut so much. It is so much easier than iMovie. First of all, the reason why I don't really like iMovie like that is because it takes up so much space. The app itself takes up so much space, then added to the videos and all your projects you're going to be making with the app is just like too much. I use a 32 gigabyte phone, so I'm really keen when it comes to storage space and stuff like that. CapCut is not that heavy. It's not as heavy as iMovie. It's not even heavy at all. But CapCut is super easy to use as well. It comes with a lot of fonts, a lot of effects, a lot of just things to make your videos like pop, and it's also very easy to use. I would recommend it for beginners, especially beginners that have low storage space like me. Next is Pixlr, a totally free app. This is the only free collage app that I could come across. It's super easy to use. I use it for my thumbnails. If you're the kind of person that likes simple thumbnails, just like collaging pics of stuff that's in your video, if you like that kind of stuff, get Pixlr. Pixlr has fonts as well, but it's not really, they don't really have a lot, but it's super easy to use. It has like different kinds of collaging formats. You can collage 2 pictures, 3, 4, up to like 20 pictures. It's basically just for collaging pictures, and it's absolutely free and easy to use. It also doesn't need data. That's one thing about most of these apps here. Not only are they free, they don't need data as well. For my CapCut, I don't need data when I'm like editing, but then I'll need data if I want to add the effects and different fonts and music and stuff like that. Next is Fonto. Fonto is a great app that is free and doesn't need data as well. Like, it offers so many fonts. I use it for my thumbnails, so when I'm done collaging pics on Pixlr, I come to Fonto and then just add fonts, like mature fonts, any kind of font. You can edit the font to your liking. It is so cool, easy, fun to use, and it is absolutely free. Like, I don't know, that just rings in my head how free these things are. I love Fonto so much. Another thing, this isn't really an app, it's more like a website. It's called remove.bg. If you want to remove the background of any pictures, that website can do it for you. I think there's an app for it, but I just use the website. It's free to use. This is the best background remover I've ever come across. All you have to do is select the picture from your gallery, then you wait for it to remove the background, then you save it to your files, then you go to your files and download it to your gallery. Super quick, super easy to use, top tier. Lastly, I use Pinterest. I just use Pinterest if I want to get, like I said, you remove the background of a picture and then it will just be the person or the objects that will be in that picture. I use Pinterest if I want to get a background, like a plain white background or a plain pink background. The intro to this channel was a combination of remove.bg, Fonto, and then CapCut. Those are the 3 apps I use. Oh, and also Pinterest. Those are the 4 apps I use to make my intro. It was very easy, it was very fun, although it was time consuming. A 10-second intro took me 2 hours to make, but it was fun though. It was really fun. I liked it, I enjoyed it, and it came out really nice. For my music, oh my days, I love my music so freaking much. I feel like I have upgraded from what I used to use before. Back then in my like previous early videos, CapCut provides non-copyrighted music, so that's what I used to use for my videos. But now I just like go on YouTube and type in non-copyrighted R&B music or non-copyrighted Rihanna music, or if I like a song or something like that, I'll just look up the non-copyrighted one on YouTube. I don't really have a specific channel that I go to. I just type it in the search bar and then whatever pops up, I download it. So that's it for all my software apps that I use. Let's just recap. I use Fonto, CapCut, Pixlr, Pinterest, YouTube. So those are, and remove.bg. Those are the 6 softwares that I use to make my YouTube videos, including the thumbnails, the intro, everything. Here are just some bonus tips that have helped me with my channel. First off is to carry around like a notepad or a notebook where you can write down your content ideas. You can get like the big ones or then the small ones, or you can even use your phone. But me, my camera is my phone. I can't be filming, then I forget something, remove my phone, look through my notepad, put my phone back. It's just stressful for me. So I get myself these notepads. They are so small and so cute. They are very portable. I carry them everywhere I go because I'll be thinking of like content in the most random places. I can just be in church and then like a content idea will just pop into my head, so I have to write it down. If not, I forget. So I carry these around with me all the time, plus a pen obviously, so anytime I think of some content idea, I could just write it down and then use it for future videos. This has really helped me a lot. I get like a whole pack of these because they are very small, so I get a bunch of them and then I just keep them around. Next bonus tip is to look pretty for a video. My first videos, I didn't really put effort to my looks because I didn't really care. I'll just tie wrapper, put powder on my neck and all that. It was just too much, so I just didn't really care, and then I'll just come and film a video. Like, what the heck. It is very important for you to look presentable when you are filming a YouTube video, so especially if you are a female, because who wouldn't want to watch a pretty girl talk? So look presentable for your videos. Don't be like me and just don't be like me. So wear jewelry for your videos, make sure your hair is nice, do a little bit of makeup. Even if you don't want to do makeup, put on some lip gloss for your video. I have a whole video about how to look presentable. I'll have a link down below for you guys. So look presentable for your videos. It will really help your view count and your watch time. Next is to take time while editing. Usually it just takes me 10 minutes if not 20 minutes to edit a video, but the first time I put so much effort into editing a video, like it got the most views, and that was my reaction video. It took me 2 whole hours to edit that video. So I just thought okay, if you put more effort into editing your video, that will increase your outcome. So make sure your editing is top tier. Another tip is to batch your content. Don't just make a video like, oh yeah, I've made one video, edited it, you have the thumbnail and start posting. No, batch your content. Do that for like 3 to 5 videos depending on how many times you want to post a week. Then when you are ready, you can be posting. So if something happens, like you have to travel or you have to go to school or go to work, you have like extra content you can be posting, so that way you are still consistent and you are not stressing yourself. Stick to a schedule that works for you. You shouldn't just come on YouTube and be posting 3 times a week when you know that you can't keep up with that for the whole year. So even if it's just posting once a week, that's good. Like, imperfect consistency is better than perfect inconsistency. It's better that you post once a week throughout the year than for you to post 5 times a whole week in a row and then don't post again throughout the year, and you come next year and post. That wouldn't do you any good. So it's better for you to post slowly, see what works for you. Once a week, twice a week, just adjust your posting time to your schedule, and that will help you grow a lot. Next is to face your fears. A lot of people are scared of starting a YouTube channel because they are scared of starting a YouTube channel. They are scared of being at 0 subscribers or being at 2-digit subscribers or a 3-digit subscribers. They are scared of others' opinions towards their channel. Let me tell you something. If you want to do it, then just do it. It never crossed my mind oh my days, people are going to think of this, people are going to that. It never crossed my mind that. I just thought okay, I want to do this, let me give it a shot, because I've never been on YouTube before. Let me just try it out for once, and I love it. I love it. Even though I'm not at 10,000 subscribers, I still love filming content. I love editing. I love it so much. If you are scared of starting a YouTube channel, just start the YouTube channel. You wouldn't know till you post your first video. Just post that first video. It might even be not as bad as your mind thinks is going to be. What is one bad comment? What is oh, you're so cringe? Let them think you're cringe. Let them think you're cringe, and you keep on doing what you want to do. Last but not least is to have fun. Set goals for your channel, but even if you don't meet up to those goals, have fun. You can look back at it and be okay, even though I haven't met up to these goals, I was better than how I was when I started. I was better than how I was last time. I am more consistent. Just have fun and look on the bright side of things. Not only is YouTube fun and making YouTube videos fun and enjoyable, I feel it's also a flex. What you're watching is a one-woman show. I am the editor, the manager, the publisher, the star. I'm the star of this channel. I am the lighting woman, the camera woman, the everything. I feel it is such a flex to say that, because I can do that and it's just something that I want to do. If you have this thought of starting a YouTube channel, don't even think twice about it, girl. Like, just pick up that phone, set it on some books in front of a window and start filming your content. You won't regret it at all. Just have fun while you're doing it, and while you're having fun, you'll be seeing progress. Oh god, it's so hot. Oh my days, this ring light, it really this ring light, not only does it give off light, it also gives off heat. It is so hot. Anyway, that's the end of this video. If you like what you saw, make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you in my next one. Go to those streets,